So proudly we hailed at the twilight streaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
connected the thoughts in my head. Our strings were tangled up and going every other way instead. The faint light of your cigarette while we lay here, and we count our blessings, a God we don't believe, Christus win. Body down, the sound of nothing keeps me around. Our love is kind. Covered in skin I've grown familiar with. I'll trace the shape your lips make, and now you say my name. I'll do anything cool, 'cause I just don't want to. I'll never fit in, 'cause I don't want to shine. I'll never fit in, no. I'll do it later. Please don't remind me. I'll do it later. Wait and see. I'll do it later. 'Cause that's what works for me. I'll do it later. You enunciate your blinks so I can hear the language your eyes speak. So defiant to fool alone. Here I am, blasted in your thoughts. Ooh. My baby, you give me peace, a sort of soft taste of serenity. Tasting the tip of your overpower my mind, decides to go head first. I'm falling, falling, falling head first. I'm falling head first, baby. Can't you see my head is falling for you? When the seed was planted and the house turned blue, a young one was adopted. The family had to start anew. As the tree sprouted, McFellin scraped his knee. A baby would crawl about. Papa was called overseas. The new leaf turned crimson. Mac backed in the alley. Dad struggled with addiction. Drank a bottle of brandy. This wholesome family, with their flowers start to bloom. Mac got a tattoo. Claire begins to wear perfume. The dad starts anew. Mac has gone away now. They see him once a year. Claire has moved to Moscow for her career. The tree has grown. Dad holds a golden token. The parents live alone. The family tree was broken.
Hello, everyone. Has it really been 4 years? 4 years of learning, laughing, crying, and unbelievable experiences. Hello, my name is Sarah Jane White Roberts, and thank you for electing me to be the student elected class speaker. And I am honored to tell you how SOTA has shaped my past, present, and future. As I stand here, I'm supposed to tell you how I measured my time here at SOTA and all of our experiences. But honestly, it would take a whole novel for me to tell you my story. Well, our story. I could tell you I lost my parents at a young age, but I could also tell you I don't really remember our middle school days. I can tell you that these past 4 years at SOTA has been the most difficult and most life-changing years of our lives. As a freshman, walking into DSAV's class as his infectious laugh calms the anxious feeling of amazement of the new path that was laid before us. Meeting the greatest friends through the screaming of a rolling downhill bus. And taking your first dance class. As a freshman, it was like a person reading a book. You get to know the characters and look up to them, only a reader looking in from the outside. Then the next year hits us and we've become adjusted to the Disney medleys that are sung out into the hallways and the words of wisdom Klepper bestows us before our vacations. the lunch dates filled with love and playing pool, starting new jobs and thinking we become solid in our future paths, mentors who brought our MPGs together to be the family we needed to keep going. In this part of the story, we would be the main character, beginning to understand the journey that we have started. Junior year is another story for all of us. While it was filled with learning how to dissect an eyeball with Christina or Abby, or being the first to see Gabe's masterpiece, soon to be shared with the world on Broadway. Our future path beginning to crack as we have a dance cipher at lunch, and the sun kisses our skin at the farmer's market. Hagman teaching us to save the phytoplankton more than the trees. In this chapter, the main character has a big conflict in their life, and they find that the solution is within themselves. Reevaluate and redirect is the biggest significance in this point of time. The last chapter of our story, the character has found the solution to their problems and has been applying them, though nothing will be the same. My career path changing with my aunt and uncle supporting me with each decision. From losing a big brother, beginning a great mentor father who I can be in Smash Bros. The joy when I had jumping in my sister's kitchen when I got accepted into my dream school. The laughter after tackling hugs in the hallway and the annual laser tag competitions. Bonding with dance company over James Charles, as well as gathering the courage to sing at Showcase. And no doubt, everyone's slaying at prom. So, I am standing here looking at the people I've created a bond with, and I'm proud to walk with them. I realize that I don't need to be a character in a book. I can be the author of my own story. Because the future is filled with many chapters and opportunities. So if there's one thing I can say to the class of 2019, it is to write your own stories and never give up the possibilities that could happen and live your life. SOTA doesn't tell you who you can be, but they help you embrace who you are. So from being terrified freshmen to ready to start our life seniors, we've come a long way. Because here at SOTA, we have finished not a book, but a chapter in our lives. And we are on our way to add to our never-ending stories. Thank you.
You when I go, when the waves crashing in catches flame, who will know? Will you look back when I go? In the swing of things, will you remember me? Take off all my skin from my head to my toes, just to show you my heart and all my bones. Please don't look at me and see how I look at you like I love you. Let me be. That's okay, you are all that nothing's changed. The flowers bloom, the wind moves, but it's all for you. Said nothing's changed. The flowers bloom, the wind still moves, but it's all for you. That's okay, but you are all that I see. And when you're lonely, my world will have a space for you, and I'll surrender. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Cleo Klomenzer, and I was the faculty chosen class speaker for this year. And I'd just like to say congratulations, everybody. We have all finished our legally mandated education, and that is a cause for celebration. So I thought a good way to celebrate how far we have come would be to take us back on a little journey way back to the beginning. I don't know about y'all, but I don't think that any of us are the same people that our parents dropped off in the Foss parking lot freshman year. We can all remember the first time we showed up to go to camp, seeing the chaos of people scrambling to get their bags and instruments into the trucks, and then desperately trying to find your bus, and sitting next to someone who you don't know for hours, who happens to be playing Candy Crush and watching Twilight. Then finally arriving at camp and frantically searching for your MPG leader's name, although you still think that MPG means miles per gallon. The confusion that I felt from camp transferred to school as well. Going from a middle school that had only one building and a very sad arts program to a high school with 3 buildings all across downtown and a lively inclusion of the arts was quite the switch. I am sure that we were all quite intimidated by SOTA at first, and especially if you were like me and couldn't find Ted Brown for a week. We're gonna get real for a second though. During my freshman and sophomore years, I struggled with pretty bad depression, and trying to overcome that while at a new school was quite the struggle. However, whenever I was feeling down, I was always able to find my spirits lifting during my arts classes. Being able to make music with my choir friends allowed me to forget about my problems if even for a short while. And that was one of the main reasons why I got through that time. Seeing how art would magically make me feel better gave me a glimpse into art's wonders. My love for choir continued into my junior year, which had one of my favorite memories, when I got to go caroling with my choir. We went to different businesses and SOTA classes downtown. We visited post office, RIP, during all the classes' finals, and while we were singing, we slowly saw all the teachers and students come out of their classrooms to hear us sing. It was so incredible to see the weight of finals lift off of their shoulders, if even for a little bit. And it was especially funny to see Klepper taste the air during the first Noel, which if you don't know, him very well looks like this. This experience taught me that art doesn't just impact you, but everyone around you. I realized the extent of art's wonders and its ability to impact anyone who cares to look. I wanted to see what else could impact people in the same way. I found the answer to that back in my sophomore year. I learned from some wonderful Sammy, SOTA, and IDEA teachers about how our media is made, how it is corrupt, and how it influences us, sometimes without us even knowing. Every day of that class, I was so fascinated and excited to learn more. I eventually figured out that, I had quite a passion for social justice, and I knew I had to do something related to it for my senior project. So I went to IDEA and taught a lesson on sexism in the media and how it doesn't just impact women, but everyone. We all have things that we are passionate about. Finding that passion and acting on it is one of the best things that a human can do. I have had so much pleasure to see all of you find your passions over these years, and I hope that all of you keep up with those. Now we're going to fast forward again to when I took a special class called Walls. Walls was a special breed of crazy. This was a class where we were forced to make art by rolling a dice. Through this class, the wonderful Paul, Robin, and Champ taught me that art doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, its imperfections are preferred. I know that for me and for most of us, it can be really hard to let go of perfection. But by making art by chance, it showed me that art is possibly at its coolest when it's imperfect. This goes for ourselves too. When we strive to be perfect, we lose parts of ourselves. But by embracing who you truly are and just being you, it can make you so confident and so wonderful to be around. I think that is something that SOTA is really good at, encouraging people to be who they want to be no matter what. When you know yourself, you're able to make art that no one else could. And I love to see my fellow classmates' art, and I love to see how much they have grown over the years. I hope that whatever you choose to do in the following years, whether you are studying to become a nurse, a teacher, or join a biker gang, that you continue to work on your art and on yourself. But hey, we may not know what the future holds, but hey, we didn't know freshman year either. We have all grown immensely as people and artists over these past 4 years, and because of this, I know that we can get through anything. While SOTA has been an amazing experience and has helped us grow into the wonderful, confident people we are today, we are now ready to move on to the next phase of our adult lives. And no matter what the future holds, I know that we can do it. So let's give it up for us.
The hardware in la cache. This is exciting, and this is a first. Tonight, SOTA awards its first ever inaugural Seals of Biliteracy to 4 members of the class of 2019. Available to all students in Washington, quote, the Washington State Seal of Biliteracy recognizes public high school graduates who have attained a high level of proficiency in speaking, reading, and writing in 1 or more world languages in addition to English. We are grateful and inspired to be able to officially recognize students and their families and supporters who so value interpersonal communication that they have attained this level of proficiency and know it can prove useful in so many expected and unexpected ways. And we encourage others to strive for this honor when they are ready to graduate. Now, it is our distinct pleasure and my privilege to call to the stage the following students to accept their medallions. For Swahili, Dennis Dongo. And for Spanish, Brian Lopez Chavez, Rebecca Mercado, and Jennifer Trujillo Lemus. You want to put it over yourself? Congrats. Felicitaciones. Sure. Buen trabajo. Buen trabajo. Thank you.
Good evening. It is an honor for me to welcome students, parents, extended families, members of the Tacoma School Board, and Mayor Woodards here tonight. Before I present my remarks, I would like to take this opportunity to thank every member of the SOTA team. Special thanks to Bliss and Zach, and the support staff for making this day possible. Of course, we couldn't do this without our amazing teachers who are committed to the success of our students and continue to inspire me with their personal investment in the academic and social development of every SOTA student. Today, I want to recognize you, the class of 2019. I want you all to remember back to 2015. Think back to your first camp. That's where you were introduced to SOTA's 4 pillars. You might remember community, empathy, thinking, and balance. These 4 values were weaved into everything you did during your time at SOTA. Today, while you're preparing to leave, I want you to remember our core values in your next journey. Today, you're receiving your high school diploma, an amazing accomplishment. But I want to remind you that what you have learned at SOTA goes far deeper. I want you to remember the 4 core values. Our first core value is community. Many of you came from Pierce County, and together you built a strong community of diverse learners. You should be forever grateful for the connections you've made with one another. But your community was so much larger than just your fellow classmates. Your community included mentor group, friends from mini-term, classes at the Tacoma Art Museum or the Glass Museum, or even taking science classes at our SAMI school, our sister school, SAMI. You partnered with the Youth Marine Center, the University of Washington, Tacoma, and Tacoma Arts Live to have more experiential learning opportunities. Your engagement with our larger community connected traditional academic learning with an understanding of the real world. Most of you learned a bit about the real world from our adjunct artists, working artists from Tacoma, who shared their time and talents teaching at SOTA. After SOTA, always remember to build community wherever you go. Together, not alone, we can change and influence our communities. You did this at SOTA in your mentor groups on our day of caring, while some of you earning a varsity letter for volunteering, through planning the Martin Luther King Showcase and our first Pride Showcase. Some of you had internships that are leading to jobs after high school through the next move. I commend each and every one of you for building a community these last 4 years, and I challenge you to build a community wherever your next journey leads. Our other core value is empathy. At SOTA, we learned together that understanding different cultures, perspectives, and styles of learning are critical to obtaining knowledge. At SOTA, we believe in inclusion. All academic backgrounds, learning abilities, and skills learned together, creating a learning environment rich with strengths and perspectives. Many of you served as bridges, peer tutoring in classes to help one another. All of you worked in groups, creating solutions to problems and creating and collaborating to complete projects. Let's not forget one giant project from this year that earned state recognition for its message of empathy, our musical production of Rent. There are many life lessons in Rent, but if you remember the theme of empathy, your life and the lives of others will always be better for it. Our third value is thinking. The last 4 years, you learned a lot. But my hope for you is to always continue learning and thinking. At SOTA, you learned how to ask good questions in Socratic Seminar, provide evidence for your performance in student-led conferences, and create a capstone project demonstrating knowledge in your art pathway. Be confident in yourself after SOTA. You didn't just memorize facts, but you learned to think deeply about solutions to 21st century issues. After SOTA, always remember to think critically, ask hard questions, and be a lifelong learner. Don't just take what people tell you at face value. When someone states something to you as a fact and it doesn't sound quite right, ask them, how do you know that? Thinking and the ability to solve problems have prepared you to be engineers, teachers, mayors, nurses, artists, and civil servants. For the rest of your life, you will never stop learning if you never stop thinking. And lastly is balance. We have all heard that life is a balancing act. It truly is. By choosing SOTA, whether you realize it or not, you prove that you value balance. Not only did you take core academic classes, you took choir and painting. You sat in classrooms, but you participated in internships. Many of you joined clubs like SOTA Bots or BSU, but then also acted in our play. You took skateboarding and then went to Spanish. You danced and completed Organism X in biology. You learned financial literacy and math and researched your world issue, writing your white paper. You worked individually and in groups, and you took classes in the 1950 building with walls, but also the music box with no walls. You talked and you listened, you laughed and you cried. You see, at SOTA, we value balance, and each of you has learned the value of balance in your lives. SOTA strives to educate the whole person by stimulating intellect, body, and soul. We combine high-quality academic arts learning with a rigorous curriculum in all subjects, balanced with social and emotional learning. I would like to close by thanking each and every one of you for choosing SOTA 4.5 years ago. You tried something new, overcame a fear of change, choosing SOTA for your high school education. Change is hard, but you can apply what you learned the last 4 years to the next chapter in your life. It too will be a time of change, but your time here has prepared you, and you've got this. Remember, community, empathy, thinking, and balance from here on out. You worked incredibly hard to get to this day, and I credit these core values in helping you get here. Use them over and over again. Be true to yourselves and make our world a better place. We are so proud of the class of 2019. Thank you.
Good evening, SOTA graduates and families. My name is Steve Primus. I'm the social worker over at SOTA. And I have the privilege and the honor of introducing a champion for each and every one of our students, an advocate who enthusiastically labors to ensure that our future leaders have every opportunity to accomplish their ambitions, their dreams, their passions. She's been on the front lines in Tacoma for longer than all of our graduates have been alive. And that is shown in her work being true. Please help me give a warm welcome to Tacoma's mayor, our mayor, Mayor Victoria Woodards.
Well, thank you. It is an incredible honor to be here this evening to deliver my first high school commencement speech. And to do it right here with SOTA students, who I even have some friends in the audience, Wolf, Tondi, and Hazel. I want to thank Steve for that introduction. And I'd also like to extend my gratitude and acknowledge School Board Member Scott Hines, Superintendent Carla Santurno, all of your co-directors, teachers, administrators, everyone who had anything to do with today. We want to thank you so much for making this day possible. Can we give them another round of applause? And before I start to talk to the students, I also want to say, the long list was given if you're a parent or a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or a niece or a nephew or a cousin or just a friend or the neighbor across the street. For all of you, we celebrate today not just because of these students, but we celebrate today because of everything that you all have done to sow seeds into these young people and make them the people that they are today. So can you all please give yourselves a round of applause? So I told you this is my first time giving a high school commencement speak, and as I pondered over what I might say to you today, I sat down at my computer, which is normally what I do when I want to write. And I sat down at my computer, and nothing came. And so then I was in my car with my thoughts, and nothing came. And I pulled out a notepad on the airplane, and I still couldn't decide what I wanted to say. There were so many thoughts in my head. So I even stared at a blank page on my iPad, hoping that I could focus in and figure out what could I say to you in these few minutes that would have impact on your lives. Well, nothing came to me, so I did what we all probably do. I turned to the internet. And I Googled, what do you say at a high school graduation? Or what's the best graduation speech? And I learned a lot of things. It gave me some ideas like, look back on your early years, relive high school memories, offer advice, reflect on the future, be relatable, make it personal, leave students inspired, but the one thing I heard time and time and time again was make it short, because nobody came to hear you speak. We came to see our students graduate, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. So after I read that, I thought, okay, well, in the 30 seconds I have, and I have their attention, what can I say to you? What can I share with you that's going to have an impact on you as you move from being told what to do every day to deciding for yourself what the next chapter in your life will be? Today marks both the ending and a beginning. It's of warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. But what I'm here to tell you today is you have absolutely everything you need to be successful. As I think about the 4 values that you were given, that were drilled into your head time and time again over the last 4 years: community, empathy, thinking, and balance. You now have a good education. You have experiences that include both successes and challenges. You all have learned to read. You all know right from wrong. You know how to think deeply. You're self-aware. You're resourceful. You've got communication skills. You've got basic knowledge. And you've learned to work towards a goal, but more than that, you've learned to achieve that goal by being here today. And how do I know that? Because I stand right here today as a 1983 graduate of Lincoln High School. But I know what this education can do because I also stand here before you as the mayor of the city that you live in and that you will graduate in. And so what I want to say to you is, with everything you have, you too can be a mayor. You can be whatever you absolutely set your mind to. And not because of what's outside of you, but because of what's inside of you. You may not know the challenges that lie ahead. You may not know exactly what will happen. But what you've been given today are the tools to deal with anything that comes in front of you. You are marvelous, incredible human beings who are going to make your mark not only in Tacoma, but in the world. And we are going to look back at you, or look forward at you. We're not looking back. You all are looking forward. We're going to look at you and look up to you, and we're depending on you to lead us. We're depending on you to invent the next cure for cancer. We're depending on you for the next play on Broadway. We're depending on you for the next Grammy that we'll listen to. Everything that you need is inside of you. And so, as you go on this journey in life and you carry all of this with you and you make your next chapter, there are going to be moments, maybe you're having some of them today, there's an excitement for leaving high school, but there may be just a little bit of fear for not knowing exactly what the next step will be. And I guarantee you, you might have that today, but you'll have it a lot more in life. But one of my favorite poems, and it hangs in my bathroom, and I read it every morning, by writer Marianne Williamson, and it's called Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? You are a graduate of SOTA. You're playing that. You can clap for that in the middle of the poem. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to manifest the gifts that are within us. It is not just in some of us. It is in every one of you. As we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So what you do doesn't only affect you, it affects those around you. So I tell you today, you are now educated. You're going to get your certificate in your degree, and you may think of it as your ticket to a good life. But I ask you to take one thought and think of it this way. Think of this gift today that you get in your diploma as your ticket to change the world. Congratulations to all of you, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future.
Yes, this is what my head looks like underneath the hat. Good evening. My name is Brian Scannell, and I'm a humanities teacher here at SOTA. The Rossman Award is given every year by SOTA staff to recognize the behind-the-scenes leadership of one hardworking student. These qualities may be summed up as a commitment to providing opportunities and support to other students with the goal of creating a vibrant learning community. The award is named after Bill Rossman, the assistant superintendent of Tacoma Public Schools back when SOTA was getting started 16 years ago. Bill fought tirelessly outside the limelight to make sure that SOTA happened. This year's Rossman Award goes to Travis McDaniel. I first met Travis his sophomore year when he took my class about 9/11 and Middle Eastern history. What I liked about him from day one was that he would respectfully challenge things I said in class and things that we discussed in class. He was so eager to grow his understanding of our world. I also had the pleasure of taking him to Italy this past year. When he originally approached me about going, he said he didn't know if he could pull it off financially, but he said he felt he had to go because the art we would see there was so much a part of who he was. It was one of those magic moments in teaching to be in the refectory of the Santa Maria de' Grazie in Milan and contemplate Da Vinci's Last Supper with him. It was clear to me by the end of our travels that seeing this art up close and in person had a profound effect on Travis and that he would one day share his gift with others. Travis was literally the man behind the scenes of SOTA Presents. Derek Robinson, our songwriting teacher here at SOTA, notes that Travis consistently pushed himself beyond what he thought was possible, often working after school and into the evenings, all because he understood the crucial symbiotic relationship between sound design and the performing arts. In addition to sound management, Travis is a gifted guitarist and a poet. He received a full-ride scholarship to attend PLEO in the fall. In my opinion, my humble opinion, there isn't a better representation of a student who works in the shadows to ensure that our school is bathed in light. He has truly pushed SOTA on the road to becoming its best self. Congratulations, Travis.
Your back, your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your feet, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand. May He hold you in His hand. Amen. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Wickman, and I teach choral music at SOTA. I am proud tonight to present the Kettler Award, named after our founder, John Kettler, to Miss Ava Wadley. The qualities necessary to receive the Kettler Award include vision, passion, someone who is grounded in deep, practical commitment in the context of true community, a person who perseveres against all odds and transforms problems into solutions and possibilities for the future. The Kettler Award is for the initiator, the entrepreneur, the person who gets things accomplished, even in the face of difficulties. They're problem solvers and doers. This year, you can come up while I talk. Yes, you should. Everyone should know how great you are. Hi. This year's award recipient, Ava Wadley, knows that artistry does not live in the product that you produce. Artistry lives in your ability to brainstorm, to collaborate, to pivot when things go wrong, to receive and grow from feedback, to to focus and pay attention to what the colors or the music or the script is telling you, and to persevere through frustration, and to step into or out of the spotlight as the need arises. Artistry is in the process, and if you can flourish in that process, it tends to beget pretty incredible art. Ava's been producing high-level work across her chosen disciplines in visual art, music, and theater throughout her years at SOTA. Her inspirational perseverance have modeled for others how to overcome frustration in the art-making process. Her stubborn adherence to improving a 65-foot mural at Bryant Elementary gave rise to her senior project, in spite of some very practical staff misgivings, which she completed by teaching and recruiting interested Bryant students over the course of several months. She has consistently and willingly created marketing materials and posters for concerts and theater productions upon request, above and beyond the scope of her required academic work. This was while she wasn't playing piano concertos with the University of Puget Sound Orchestra on the side. She sings soprano like an angel in the choir without asking for the stereotypical soprano spotlight. She played a starring role in Rent, receiving honorable mention for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role from the Fifth Avenue Musical Theater Awards, all while making her peers around her feel like the stars. She is the whole package, and it was so easy to agree as a staff that we wanted to recognize with this scholarship award the incredible, versatile, and ready for the world, Ava Wadley.
All right, are you ready? Whoopsie. Okay, by the authority vested in me by the state of Washington, I certify that the class of 2019 of Tacoma School of the Arts has met the requirements as stipulated by the state of Washington and Tacoma School District Number 10, which would entitle them to a diploma. I hereby present the class of 2019 to the Superintendent of Tacoma Schools, Carla Santorno.
You'll be happy to hear that I only have 2 jobs. Number 1 is to say congratulations, SOTA graduates. We are so proud of you. Thank you for your grit, your perseverance, and your fortitude to get here. We appreciate that. We wish you well on your new journey. And my second thing is with the assurances of co-directors John Kettler, Renee Frombling, and Kristen Tender that the School of the Arts Class 2019 has met the requirements for graduation. It is my pleasure to present this class of 2019 to School Board Vice President Scott Hines for graduation. Congratulations.
Good evening. Listening to the mayor speak reminded me of a mentor that I had in my life, Major General Lowenberg, who taught me the 3 B's: be brief, be brilliant, and be gone. I'm passing that along to you. I will attempt to be 3 B's this evening. And I would like to thank the mayor. When I moved to Tacoma a number of years ago, I'm a ZAG. My master's and doctorate work was focused on servant leadership. I wanted to get involved in my community, and the mayor was one of the first people that I met with and nominated me to serve on the Human Rights Commission. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. It was a tremendous opportunity. I've been on the board for 8 years, and this is the best part of the job, far and away. My kids, I have a 9th grader, a 6th grader, and a 5th grader, and I talk affectionately about the 30,003 kids, the 3 that live in my house, and you 30,000. I feel a deep sense of commitment and responsibility for you all, and I hope that you feel prepared to go out into the world and to make your mark, whatever that may be. And I hope that you feel that you've been included. A couple of months ago, there was some controversy around a statement that was made from a teacher at another school, and the board very vigorously made certain that the community understood our position, that every student and every family is going to feel valued, respected, safe, and secure when they come into Tacoma Public Schools. And I hope that you've felt that during your time at SOTA, and I hope that you carry that with you out into the community to continue to create safe and welcoming places for people that may look different than you, think different than you, have different passions. And I think knowing your core values, you are very well prepared to go out into the world and to do that. This is what we've all waited for, with the assurance from the superintendent that you have met all graduation requirements, and with the power vested in me by the state of Washington, and on behalf of my colleagues on the Tacoma School Board, I pronounce the School of the Arts class of 2019 graduated. Congratulations.
Or I could give you diplomas. Or he could give you diplomas. They should all get to do that to their hats. Look how cool that is. Oh, I'm first. Sorry. Isabel June Albert. Sami Brandon Allo. Randall J. Onabon. Taylor Morgan Banta. Elias Despain Barron. Margaret Marie Berry. Simone Marie Berry. Kwame Andrew Botang. Jasmine Marie Emily May Bray.
Pearl Joy Brown. Ariel Nicole Bunton. Miles Xavier Bird. Lillian Angel Calixto. Halika Simone Simacina Campbell. Kyla Margaret Grace Captapan. Kirsten Deanne Caps. Rachel Savannah Clifton. Jamin Mackay Collins. Catherine Louise Curry.
Daphne Lee Daniel. Caitlin Dawn Dressy. Devin Edward Ducharme. Autumn Nicole Duncan. Zoe Alexandria Eldridge. Leilani Escalante. Alexander William Essen. Georgia May Rose Marie Forrest. Piper Nothley Anna Fife.
Andrea Galindo Paz. Jarrett Maxwell Garcia. Sophia Isabella Groves. Bryce Ann Hartzell. Caitlin Elizabeth Hassing. Anthony Gage Hedgelin. Isabella Christine Hindman Corpus. Valerie Rose Hintz. Mordecai Amelia Holt.
Go. Luca Anton Huffines. Noelle Marie Hume. Hayden Thomas Hume. Olivia Avery Jackson. Wolf Alexander Jenkins. Ian James LaPlana Johnston. Joshua Lee Curley. Cleo DeGolier Clemenzer.
Leighton Manuel Lash Diaz. Hazel Marie Lawver. Mayana Corinne LeClaire. Ben Singhoon Lee. Nikita Casimira Legary. Mina Lorraine Leonard. Samuel Robert Lindegren. Miles Terrence Littlejohn. Matthew Dalen Littlemore. Brian Lopez Chavez.
Sylvia Leah May Lowry. Hannah Renee Litke. Michaela Clarinet Malone. Dylan Vanessa Martin. Kiera Nicole Mason. Oliver Maxwell McBride Youngers. Travis Wayne McDaniel. Jennifer Denise McGee. Jaden Danielle McGrew. Mackenzie Faith McKay.
Crystal Faith McMurrian. Rebecca Liseth Mercado. Curtis William Mitchell. Nikon Drake Moini. Yasina Juanita Echo Moon. Drew Christopher Murphy. Dennis Kinyajui Dongo. Braden Brent Newton. Justice Morani Nguyen. Bailey Brielle Olson.
Madeline Rose Parks. Malika Ronell Pate. Alexander J. Porter. Jacob Anthony Reed. Andrew Michael Reese. Annika Shai Richline. Kaylee Reese Reyes. Andrew L. Robinson. Leela M. Rodriguez. Octavia Lee Rooks.
Angel Jesus Rosas. Garrett Wayne Sanchez. Tondi Zanaya Sanders. Crystal Santana. Valeria Santana Patino. Corey Mitchell Saylor. Riley May Schilling. Casey Alexander Schlecht. Sophia Nicole Schmidt. Ava Glory Schuler.
Jordan Elise Seats. Jalen Isaac Shandel Smith. Shamik Saran Smith. Gilbert Friedrich Smith. Kyle Davut Sok. Griffin Ash Soper. Jaquan Samaje Southern. Aiden Christopher Spiro. Maya Louise Steele. Ajanique Bonita Marie Summers.
Ashley Laura Thomas. Jennifer Trujillo Lemus. Parker Matthew Vladica. Ava Grace Wadley. Shahela Hope Waffle. Trinity Elizabeth Watkins. Piper Davis Rose Welcher. Sarah Jane White Roberts. Akia Kaylon Williams. Ilana Renee Williams.
Winter Wesley Williams. Devin Craig Winkleman. Isaac David Woon. Dayon Yong. Ariana C. Young. Lena L. Young. Ariel Paloma Zantua.
Thank you for being with us this evening to celebrate our graduates. This moment in the journey is to be celebrated by all of us in our community. Please remain in your seats as the graduates and staff exit to the lobby. Graduates, please stand. It is with great pleasure that I congratulate the SOTA class of 2019. At this time, please move your tassels from left to right. Congratulations, class of 2019.